My name is Danielle Sanders. I am a certified yoga instructor and co-owner of A2Zen. Welcome to your daily practice today. We're going to begin right away. We're going to start today in child's pose. So turning our body to the side. We'll take our hips, put them right on our heels. If you have a tight back, keep your knees together. If your hips are tight, take your knees out right to the edge of your mat. Starting out here, we'll take a big inhale. Exhale to lower down into your child's pose, whichever variation you like. And you can use a blanket here or your arms as a pillow. Relaxing down, this is where we'll come to our breath today. Breathing in deeply through the nose and exhaling from the mouth. Trying to fill our lungs completely. Bringing your attention and your awareness to your practice today. Begin to let all those thoughts and tasks for the rest of your day simply drift away as we settle in for our practice today on our mat. Take 3 more full breaths. And when you're ready, bring your arms out in front of you, stretching through your shoulders. Take a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly bring your body up into a tabletop pose. Hands and knees. We'll bring our hands and wrists right underneath our shoulders. Knees are right underneath our hips. We'll start out with a few cat-cows. These are 2 poses that really wake up the spine. Inhale to drop your belly low, heart comes forward. Exhale to send the heart back, stretching all the way through. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, send that heart back. Take these in your own breath, exploring through the stretch. Coming back to neutral in your own time and breath, finding your tabletop position. We're going to take our knees back just 2 inches or so. Sit on straight back. Make sure that you can't see your feet behind you. You want your feet and the bottom portion of your legs tracking directly behind your knees. When you're ready, take an inhale. And on your exhale, walk your hands forward until you're stretched enough to soften your heart down for a puppy stretch. Take a few breaths here. Big inhales and complete exhales in this stretch. This is a shoulder stretch and you're trying to stretch your lower back by sending those hips up as high as you can. One more full inhale. Using tabletop hands, and we'll bring our knees back underneath our hips. Take a few breaths of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly low, heart forward. Exhale to send the heart back. Inhale. And exhale. You might even want to take your cat-cow side to side, alternating hips and shoulders, just getting some movement in our spines. And coming back to your neutral tabletop in your own time and breath, we're going to prepare for a high plank. Keeping those hands planted, step your feet back, making sure that your wrists stay right underneath your shoulders. Your heels are going back while your heart is still coming forward. So a lot of movements here in opposite directions, trying to achieve a nice flat back, long straight board. Take a few breaths. One more inhale. And on your exhale, lower as slowly as you can, bending the elbows, send the elbows back, not out. Try to get all parts of your body to touch at the same time. Untuck your toes here so that your feet are flush, the tops of your feet are flush. From here, we're going to use our arms as our pillow. Starting with our right hand on the bottom. So your right hand should be touching your mat first. Left hand comes on top. From here, we're going to turn our gaze to the left, placing our right cheek on top of our left hand. Take a few breaths. This is our crocodile pose. On your next inhale, lift your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale to release back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, look over your shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, look over the shoulder. One last time. Exhale, release. Keeping your right cheek on your left hand. On our next inhale, we're going to lift this entire left arm off the mat and elbow. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, release. So we're taking that left hand off the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. One last big inhale, lift up. Exhale, release with as much control as you can. Back to your crocodile. On your next inhale, lift your right leg off your mat. Exhale to release. Do it 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One last inhale. And exhale to come back to your crocodile. And when you're ready, we're going to take our forehead down onto our hands. But before we do that, let's switch hands. Left hand comes down to your mat, right hand comes on top of the left hand. Forehead down, just for a moment. You can even roll your head back and forth, just exploring the neck. When you're ready, Ready? Lift your head back up on an inhale, turning your gaze to the right. Placing the left cheek down on the right hand. Take a few breaths here just to let your neck stretch naturally. No pushing or pulling. Just relax down. Let the weight do the work. And on your next inhale, look over that right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale over the shoulder. Exhale, release. 1 last inhale. 1 more exhale. Find your breath. And on your next inhale, we're going to take this whole right arm up. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 1 last big inhale. Exhale, release. Find your breath in your crocodile. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg off your mat. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, release, all the way back down. Find your breath. And on your next inhale, we'll bring our head up to center, placing your arms again as a pillow. However your arms are comfortable. If you want to stack them, bring them closer. We're just going to bring our head back down, forehead down, 1 last time to roll through the neck. Very gently, just exploring the neck. Coming to neutral in your own time, own breath. Bring your feet a little closer together. Still pointing through the toes and pushing through all parts of the bottom of your legs and feet. We're going to plant our palms down and forearms. Kind of like we're hanging out, laying on your belly, watching the kids at the park or whatever. So from here, we're going to use our hands on our mat to pull our heart forward. It's a Sphinx pose. It's a heart opener, so you'll feel that heart rate rise. Take a few breaths here. Stretching through that lower back, pulling the heart forward. Find your breath. Big inhales. One more inhale. Slowly release on your exhale. Planting your palms directly underneath your shoulders, we're going to tuck our toes under, pushing up to a high plank on an inhale. Try to come up all at once if you can. High plank. Hold it for a couple of breaths. And then on an exhale, center your knees down, finding your tabletop position. Before we move on from here, let's take a few more cat-cows just to stretch out our back from that Sphinx pose. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, send the heart back. Take these in your own breath. And again, if you want to take your cat-cows side to side, just stretching through. Take one more inhale in your tabletop position, coming to neutral from those cat-cows as you're ready. And on your exhale, let's send our hips back to our heels for child's pose. But this time, take your knees wide, right to the edge of your mat, and sink into the center, keeping those arms out in front. Take a few breaths here, settling into your new pose, this wide child's pose. And on your next exhale, let's send our hands to the left edge of our mat with our right hand on top. Breathing deeply into the right side, relaxing down into your pose. One more full inhale. Exhale back to center. Stay for your inhale. And then we'll exhale to the right edge of our mat. Right hand on bottom, left hand on top. Deep breaths. One more full inhale. Exhaling back to center. Fill your lungs one more time. Stay through your exhale. On your next inhale, slowly make your way to your tabletop pose. Hands and knees. Bring those knees back underneath, under the hips. Preparing for a high plank, we'll step our feet back. Get that long, straight board. And on your next inhale, bring the left knee in between the hands. Lowering down to your right knee, untucking your right toes. Inhale your heart forward. Feel that stretch all in this glute. Maybe the lower back. Inhale up. And on your exhale, come down. Just as far as you can, using those arms again as your pillow. Relax into your stretch, going a little further on each exhale. Think length here. Keep the back nice and long. Everything's long. Leg, hip. One more full inhale. Slowly working out of your pose on the exhale. Plant those palms. Tuck your right toes under. Pushing up to release that left leg back to your high plank. On your next inhale, we'll bring our right knee forward, lowering down to that left knee, untuck your left toes. Inhale that heart. And then lower on your exhale. Find your breath. Noticing any differences between the sides, if there is any. Maybe one side's a little tighter than the other, or maybe the other side's more flexible, or maybe there's just a general feeling of difference. Just taking note of your body. One more full inhale. Slowly working out of your pose. On the exhale, tuck those left toes under, pushing up to release the right leg to your high plank. Take one more inhale. Exhale to lower the knees down to your tabletop position. From here, we're going to go ahead and stand up on our knees. Well, you can see me good. So from here, we want to make sure that our knees are hips width distance apart. So a good rule of thumb is 2 fists in between the knees. Same thing here, you want to make sure that your feet are tracking directly behind the knees. Everything's straight, we don't have anything kind of wonky. Starting out here, we're going to just stretch our lower back a little bit more, and then we'll work into possibly a camel pose. So if you have yoga blocks at home, these are going to be a great tool for you in that camel pose. If you don't have these, then that's just fine. You can work your way up to the full camel stretch without. So starting here, we'll warm up that lower back. Taking our hands to our back pockets, elbows straight back. Begin to inhale the heart up and out. Stretching through, and this is a heart opener. It's very hard to talk through. So I'm going to release at some point, but I am still with you. Inhale up and back, and feel that nice big heart opening stretch. Stopping as you go, exploring, releasing that head back. If you have those blocks at your heels, maybe releasing one hand down and then the other. Or for more experienced yogis, releasing directly down to the heels. Finding your breath. One hand at a time, working back out of your pose. Slowly retracing your steps. Support your your torso. Support your torso. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips to heels. Take one more inhale in this position here. Exhale, child's pose all the way down. Take full inhales here to fill the lungs completely, getting the air all the way into the very, very base of your back. And you can keep your arms in here. If your shoulders are tight, you can actually bring your arms behind you too if you want to relax those shoulders down, or you can bring those arms straight out in front. Kind of explore your child's pose a little bit here. Find what you like, what works for your body. On a soft, slow inhale, gently come to sit on your heels. Find a nice, comfortable seat here, bringing those knees together. Take an inhale to fill the lungs. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right hand to your left knee, looking over the left shoulder. Just a gentle spinal twist. If sitting on your heels is uncomfortable for you, feel free to take easy pose or crisscross. One more full inhale. Exhale, back to center. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, twist right. One more full inhale. Exhale, center. From here, slowly make your way into your easy pose. Again, if you need a blanket or want a blanket for underneath your sit bones, we won't be here too long, but you know, more comfort the better. So finding your easy pose here, and we'll find our breath. On your next inhale, bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Exhaling to send them back your spine, back down your spine into your back pockets. As you're ready, slowly begin torso circles, whether they're big or small, using your hands on your knees as your steering wheel. Switching directions whenever you feel it's right. Just exploring our hips and spine here. Maybe even the shoulders if you're really using those arms. Staying with the breath. All the work is done. Coming to our close today. Take a moment just to explore the body. Take a body scan. Checking in and coming to neutral whenever you feel it's right. On your next inhale, bring the arms all the way overhead, palms meet. Exhaling to Namaste prayer with your gaze to follow. And release. Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed your yoga today, your yogic practice. I hope you join us again, and if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do upload videos